All right, new day in the shop. So a little something different today. I'm gonna get all this stuff cleared out in here, and I'm gonna pull the van in here. We're gonna get ready. Me and my wife are going on a weekend trip up to the mountains somewhere. I'm not quite sure where yet. Either North Georgia or probably North Carolina, more than likely. But I'll try to take you guys along. For the trip or whatever. So let me get all this stuff cleaned out and get the van in here, and I'll kind of show you guys what I'm doing. Alright, got the van in the shop. I'm gonna get this thing opened up, go through it, and we'll get it cleaned out and get it ready to go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this get a battery charger hooked up to this thing while I'm working on it. It charges the battery while you're driving with the alternator, but we haven't driven it much lately, so I'm gonna put a fresh charge on it. Make sure she's good to go. Here's the battery bank. So I've got two batteries. Actually, I need to take replace one of these. One of these is bad. This is the one we're using here. And I'll just hook up a charger to it real quick. Get it going. Okay, so this is the door box that I built for this thing a long time ago. It's cracked right here, you can see. So I'm gonna take this thing off and kind of clean it up a little bit. Maybe sand it down, maybe throw some oil on it or something. I don't know, but yeah, let me get this thing off. Alright, now I'm going to stick some wood glue in here and clamp it together. Let that dry. Okay, so the power went out. It's been going out a lot here lately, and it's coming down out here. You can see it is storming pretty good. I heard something kind of like electrical up there. Maybe transformer on the other side's got a black spot on it. I don't know if the transformer blew or what, but I don't have power in the house either, so we're on the very end of the power run for whatever section we're on. Anyway, we still have a lot of trouble with power. Anyway, I got this thing glued down and just waiting on it to dry. Then we'll sand it. And I'm just doing some cleaning in the van still. So yeah, so I'll just keep doing that. So I went ahead and built this other storage spot on the door. Seems like we always need extra storage no matter what we do. I built it out of some old cedar and a piece of pine. That front piece is a piece of pine, but the rest of it is cedar I had laying around. So yeah, turned out nice. Smells good. So that should give us some extra storage for, you know, flip-flops and odds and ends, stuff like that right there in the door. Okay, so we are getting ready to leave to go up North Carolina for the weekend. Got everything loaded up. I'll kind of show you the van, show you what we've got. Here we go. Alright, so got our extra water jugs. That's 12 extra gallons of water. That's 32 gallons of water total. We're loaded up. Yep, ready to go. So we'll get on the road and we'll take you guys along. Alright. Get some gas. Loaded up. Ready to go. Just waiting on Lauren. Nothing new. Anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get on down the road and we gotta stop in Blue Ridge and pick up something from Walmart, and then we're on our way up to North Carolina. Gonna jump on the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we're just gonna do some hikes along the Blue Ridge Parkway, and we figure we'll camp off on gravel roads off the Blue Ridge Parkway, stay at a higher elevation. Should be lows at night around hopefully low 40s, upper 30s, and highs of about 50s and 60s during the day, so that'd be nice. Nice change of pace from what it is here. So anyway, yeah, I'm just waiting on her and then we'll get on the road. All right, we're on our way. Yeah, so we're just riding. We're just south of Rome. We're gonna stop at Blue Ridge. We gotta pick up something from Walmart at Blue Ridge, and then we're gonna head to the southern terminus of the Blue Ridge Parkway. And we're gonna hop on there and possibly find some camping, either off of a gravel road or a campground. I'm not sure yet. We'll find out. And then we're just gonna hike, do some trails along the Blue Ridge Parkway. Yeah, and just kind of spend some time at some higher elevation where it's a little bit cooler. So anyway, we'll get back on the road and check in with you guys later. All right, so we're on the road again. We just stopped in LJ. There was a Walmart in LJ, so we picked up what we had to pick up in LJ. And now we're headed up to the southern terminus of the Blue Ridge Parkway. And there's all sorts of camping kind of off the Blue Ridge Parkway, not on the Blue Ridge Parkway itself. It's actually legal to camp on the Blue Ridge Parkway, like all on the overlooks and stuff like that. But there's Forest Service roads around there, and there's also a campground up there. I think there's 7 campgrounds along the Blue Ridge Parkway that you can camp at. But I called one of them to see. They're actually opening today, so I called one of them to see if they had any spots. But I just got the answering machine. So anyway, we're gonna head up this way and see what we can find. It's already starting to cool off too. Alright, good morning. So, figured while we were up, I'd give you kind of a tour of the van, kind of show you what it is. So, it's a 2009 E350, Ford E350 van. It was a state prison van, actually in North Carolina. I bought it up in Tennessee, and we built it out, and just really simple to start with. I mean, it's still really simple, but yeah, so I'll show you guys. So I've got a awning on the outside. This was a purchase within the last couple years, I think. See if I can show you the brand. All tops. I think I got it off of Amazon. It works really good. It's really simple. It just has these arms that fold out and then go into the ends there, and the arms like lock out. Same with the legs. Works good. This roof rack, I built this roof rack for it out of conduit, out of 3/4 inch conduit, and I just used boards for the slats. I wanted to use like expanded metal or something like that, but this was a cheaper option, and it's held up just fine. I'll take you guys up here. Okay, so up here we've got the rooftop tent, a couple storage boxes up here. Mainly keep hiking stuff in there, camp chairs, stuff like that in there. Tools in there. I've got chains in here for when we go out west, in case you have to chain up. Let's see. The rooftop tent is a Danshell. I got it off of Amazon. Works pretty good. We like it a lot. It's called the Wild Dog Hotel. That's where me and my son sleep when we all go. But anyway, this is I built this bumper. and actually just fabricated it onto the existing bumper. I took the bumper off and then just fabbed it on there, and I put some reinforcement in there, some Schedule 40 1 inch I think pipe, or 1.25 inches, and kind of beefed it up. But yeah, this is a swing hitch that I built, and it's got this pop pin here, and you can just pop that up, and then it'll swing out, and it'll close right there, and that pops in there. And there's a lot of weight on this thing, so you can imagine it going down the road, it'll just be bouncing. So I made these hooks here that'll just hook in right here. These are some I got these in Moab, Utah. These are climbing anchors for sport climbing, and yeah, you can just cinch it down and it'll hold it in place. Got 2 of them there. On the back here, we've got I got a place to store our shower tent, which I gotta get another one because that thing just ripped last night. The bag that it came in. This was a place before I built this swing hitch type deal. It was a little bit different, and I didn't have this turnbuckle, but this is where a propane tank set. So this turnbuckle here, you can see I've got a triangle here, and what this does is, depending on how much weight you put on here, it wants to sag, you know, when you take it off of here. So what I did with this turnbuckle is I just welded this in here, and you can turn it and tighten it up, and it'll pull the end of that up or lower it down depending on how much weight's on here. That was one of the design flaws I had in the last one that I did, is there was no adjustment depending on how much weight was out there. So now this works way better. I can adjust it, and it swings in and out. It doesn't sag when you pull it out here. I forget, I think I got this from EMS Off-Road or Engineering or something. Anyway, this was made for a Jeep swing hitch, and I just welded my setup onto this bearing housing, and it's got axial bearings in here, and it's got a grease port right here. Anyway, that's the swing hitch. Really pleased with it. I've got the bike carrier up top. We can carry up to like 3 bikes, but normally just 2. So yeah, swing hitch works really good. This is our shower pad. So we put that down to stand on inside of the shower tent. It's just a pallet that I built. So I've got, depending on, you know, where we're going, I've got different stuff we put on here. If we go out west, it's normally a water jug and the generator that sits right here, and the cooler, and then whatever else we can fit in right there. But yeah, so that shows you how strong this thing is. It'll hold up 2 full water jugs. This cooler's full of ice and stuff. I'll show you this bumper up here. So the bumper I got from a buddy of mine. I bought it off of him. It's actually for a Chevrolet truck, but I modified it where it would fit on here. If you can see under here, I had to make some brackets, and I've got those bolts there. They're adjustable, where you can adjust the angle of it or whatever. I've got a 12,000 pound Badlands Apex winch on the front from Harbor Freight, which we actually had to use last night for the first time. We pulled in these roads over here, Not this one, but another campsite. There was actually somebody already there. I didn't see him when we pulled in, but I had the ball hitch on the back of the van, and when we came in, it bottomed out on, you see how the gravel has a big ditch there, it bottomed out on it, so I had to hook up to a tree and pull us out. So I guess it was worth it to have it. But anyway, yeah, so you guys have seen my LED lights on here. I guess I got these 2 pods on here in the front and a bar, and 2 up front, and I've got 2 on each side, and then 1 in the back. These are all cheap LEDs. These are like, I don't buy the expensive ones. Like, I just don't see the point. Like, these work fine. You know, I think I got all these off of Amazon. One of them I bought off of a buddy of mine, but yeah, they're all super cheap. But yeah, so that's kind of the outside. So I'll show you guys the inside here in a minute. Okay, so here's the electrical system. This is what I like the most in here. It's pretty simple. There's not straightforward to the point. I've got a meter here on the front where you can push and see how many volts the battery has. Open this up. So I've got the fuse bank there, and then I've got a distribution block here is what I've used to hook everything up to. So it works out pretty good. It makes stuff easy to it's hook up or remove or whatever. It's just mounted on some DIN rail, and this is the power supply. It's a 12-volt power supply that if you hook to shore power, and I'll show you here, I've got a plug in here, so you can just hook up power if you're just a 120-volt outlet. And what happens there is that it will power on. This is a 14-pin 12-volt relay, and it swaps once you hook up the power supply, the shore power, which is directly connected to this thing. It gives 120 volts to this. This sends power out to the relay, and the relay shuts the power off from the battery, which separates the battery system from the power supply system. I've thought about just letting the power supply charge the batteries, but I'd have to put some sort of charge controller on it, to keep it from overcharging them. So I've never done anything like that. It works fine for what we've done. I've got you can see it right there. It's just a 300-watt inverter, and it's worked fine. We run our TV off of it, our DVD player. Yeah, no problems out of it. It works fine. I've got it hooked up to a switch here, and just switch it on whenever we want it. It's hardwired in to the fuse box there. But yeah, these terminals right here, we use these at where I work at. These work really good. I've seen a lot of different van people use different stuff. This is kind of slimmed down. It's not as bulky. It's not super big. Let me see if I can get in there a little bit closer. Okay, yeah, there's the terminal blocks there. And that's where there's some more on the bottom there. That's where the 120-volt power comes in and goes to the power supply here. But yeah, those terminal blocks make it a lot easier. I'll put some links in the video description for this stuff. You can get it off of Amazon. So anyway, yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of it. If you look right here, I've got some pipe running back here. This is where we hook our shower up. I've just got a quick connect on it. hooks into the bottom of this right here. It'll hook into the hot water heater. And I've got a ball valve here that'll you can turn on. I've got an expansion tank in here too. That'll provide a little bit more pressure, I guess. It was the idea. I guess it does. It's supposed to help not let the pump run so much. It's not very big, but it's not a very big system. So I've got it piped in there and it runs all the way up front. I'll show you that in a minute. So it's just got some storage back here for different stuff. So yeah, I've got a ladder here that came with the tent. Came with the rooftop tent, and got it mounted on the back here. It's strapped in. I won't go anywhere. We got this right here is what we use for stepping up into the van for the shower. And I've got this table here that I built. Just got these latches are cabinet latches, and it just pulls out and then folds out, and then you've got a table there if you need it, and then it just folds back up. Stay in place. Got a bottle opener there. So yeah, all right, good deal. So we're on the road. So we're heading to north of Cherokee. We're in Nantahala right now. We didn't make it to where we were trying to go. That's where we got stuck last night. We didn't make it where we were trying to go last night, so we stopped here in Nantahala. There's some boondock camping off this gravel road, so we just did that. So I'm not sure if this is part of the Nantahala right here or not. Like maybe the upper part, I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, so we're gonna get on down the road, and we don't have any service right now, so we're gonna get on down the road and get up to Cherokee, get on the Blue Ridge Parkway and do some trails on there. So we'll check back in with you guys here in a minute. Okay, we just got to the southern terminus of the Blue Ridge Parkway. And yeah, so we're just gonna head north and look for trails to hike along the way. So I'll take you guys along. Okay, I made it to the highest point on the Blue Ridge Parkway, 6,053 foot. We're gonna go hike this, this is Richard Balsam Overlook. So we're gonna go hike that this little loop, and we'll see what it's like. Awesome trail. out, see what it's like. So, pretty cool forest through here. Yeah, pretty neat. I don't know what these markers are, but there's been markers everywhere. I don't know if it's like waypoints or certain type of trees. Anyway, this looks pretty cool. I like this. Alright, Richard Balsam Mountain, this is the top of it. 6410. There's no view because there's trees everywhere. Yeah, this does not look like Alabama. I'm gonna say it's like 40 or 50 degrees ish up here. Feels good. Also, it's dry. Tell the air is drier up here. Really nice day though. Good hiking weather. I think we're gonna hit up at least 2 more places today. I think Graveyard Fields and Art Lobe Trail or something like that. I'll have to look and see, but yeah, this one's almost done. This was just a little loop. Not even sure how long it was. So, nice trail. Okay, so we're hiking this Investors Gap Trail, and we'll connect it to the place called the Art Lobe Trail, I believe. I think it's about 5.7 miles or something, what it said. So, first couple miles is on this gravel road, so we're just gonna walk along this, and then we'll intersect, I guess, the Art Lobe Trail, or I forget what trail it said. Anyway, kind of a big loop. So, take you guys along. Okay, we've got on the Art Lobe Trail now. It's supposed to be difficult, I guess. So, hiking uphill right now. So. Okay, this is the Art Lobe Trail. Just taking a break. Check this out though. We're gonna be hiking the whole ridge line right there. Reminds me of like Colorado. That's pretty cool. Awesome view. Wow. Beautiful. So, Art Lobe Trail still. Look at these views here. It does, it looks just like Colorado. Some bald peaks up there. Pretty cool. Good trail. So far, so good. Okay, so we camped in camped at Looking Glass Rock yesterday, right outside of Brevard, and we got up this morning, went into town, got some coffee, and now we're back up here on the Blue Ridge Parkway. We're just gonna hike Graveyard Fields Trail, I guess, and we just got parked, just getting ready, so take you guys along for that. We're up here on the parkway. We jumped on this trail, Graveyard parking lot. It's 4 miles. Okay. Graveyard Ridge Trail, 1.8 miles. Okay, so yeah, we're going this way. Alright, we're at the Graveyard Trail Junction, 2.2 miles either way. So we'll head down this way. Okay, this is Upper Graveyard Falls here. Look at that water. Crystal clear. Awesome. So after we hiked, we were pretty hungry. We went and ate at Bearwater Bistro and Brewery in Maggie Valley. I had a tomahawk ribeye and Lauren had some Thai food. It was really good. I recommend it. 5 stars. All right, so we just got to our campsite. And here's the view. That is freaking awesome. Mile High Campground. Here in right outside of Maggie Valley. I'm telling you, it don't get much better than that right there. That's awesome. Wow. Okay, so we're set up here outside of, up at the Mile High Campground here in Maggie Valley, or outside of Maggie Valley. I can't get over this campsite, dude. This is freaking awesome. The best part about it is it's supposed to get down in the 40s tonight, low 40s, so it's like 50 something degrees right now, 50 degrees. Perfect weather. If you ever get a chance, come up this way. Check it out. It's a Mile High Campground. I'll put a link in the video description so you can see it. So anyway, check it out. Beautiful. Okay, I want to show you guys the shower setup we got going on here. So this is it's Gasland. They make a bunch of different types, but it's some wire here. Ooh. It's a Gasland propane heater. I've just got a pipe running in here from there, and this runs into the shower for the shower thing. And this is where I got the wood pallet there we can stand on and shower, of course, with biodegradable soap. But yeah, that's kind of the setup. I just got a propane tank down here that I tied into. Also got this little step right here we use to help get on into the van right there. So anyway, step there and there. It kind of hangs on this thing up here. So yeah, works good. Shower tent's got a digital gauge on it. You can control how hot it gets, how cold it gets. It's got different knobs, different temperature settings outside, different water flow. So you can kind of dial it in where it'll be at whatever temperature you want it to be at. Just left Mile High Campground. That's probably the best campground in North Carolina as far as I'm concerned. It's got beautiful views, cheap, and the weather up there is awesome, like all the time. So it was we got down pretty cold last night. It was over 40s, I guess, probably. But yeah, so now we're heading into Cherokee. We're gonna grab some breakfast and then we'll be headed back home. So good trip. We had a good time. Got some good hikes in. Saw some cool stuff. So North Carolina was fun. We had a good time. Did some good hikes, ate some good food. So if you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. Comment below. As always, thanks for watching.